You're on, Chuck.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Chuck and Lisa Show. Everybody say hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi,
You got a
Lisa.
pretty smile. You don't have a pretty smile, Dersh. Hi, Dershie. How are you, brother?
Don't be so mean.
I know.
Better than I deserve
How are
to
you,
be,
buddy?
Chuck. Better than I deserve to be, but I think you knew that already.
Well, I do know that. And yeah, you're just blessed all can be. You travel all over the world, teach a bunch of kids good stuff, so I know you are blessed.
Amen to
So
that.
there you have it. And we write it in the bathrooms, of course.
I've heard that too.
Yeah, we do that. We do that. So we've got a fun show tonight, guys. We got some interesting topics. First, let's do the preliminaries. Are you ready, Gersh?
Yeah, go ahead.
I am at Chuck Nellis on most everywhere on Earth. If you pick a site, I'm probably there.
Not Twitter.
I'm on Gab, WG1WGA,
Would you,
Clout Hub, MeWe, Parler, Instagram, USA.life, PolitiChatter. What's that one that only you and I go to, Dershie? It's like Chuck and Dersh Messenger.
Sayscape.
Fayscape, that's the one.
yeah.
We gave it a try, and Jerry wanted us to, but that one's just not going anywhere.
Yeah, it's.
And I am on Facebook
done.
too, and my Facebook account is getting real busy, kind of like old Twitter days. I am Chuck.Nellis.7 there. Bond 7. So that's where you can find me all over the place. And of course, if you want to find me in person, I'm in North Kakalaki, and I just voted. Mrs. Nebis.
yes?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Where
Hi.
can we find you?
Right here.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
We're done.
Okay, we're done.
No, wait. There's this thing called the internet.
Twitter.
Twitter. I have never heard of this Twitter.
Twitter. It has many syllables.
Twitter.
I hear Jack may be kicked
Hey,
out soon.
If
But
he,
I
if
hear
he leaves,
I hear the person buying it is not much better.
if he buys it,
Yeah.
I may go back.
I hear the person buying it is not much better, but what
If
do
they get rid of
what do
Jack,
I
I
know?
may go back.
I am on Facebook.
Yes.
I will not be your friend there, most likely.
No.
I am on VintageVelma.com. I have a Etsy site called Vintage Velma Finds.
Mm-hmm.
I have a store called Vintage Velma, which is
It's
a
really
booth
nice.
in a consignment store.
And she's got like the coolest booth there for sure. A lot of vintage,
Oh, no, I
really
touched my
neat
face.
stuff. Oh no.
Don't do that.
And that is exit 132. Is
No,
it?
not even close.
Oh, 152.
No.
What is it?
1, 4,
3.
3.
That was it. I completely.
You know how you
missed
remember because we're at that County Ford commercial, exit
Yeah.
145,
Yeah.
and
And
ours
then we'll
is
just do
exit
petty.
143.
140 petty.
Yeah. So, I also have Louise.blog. I am on Clout Hub, although I'm not really sure why, because it's dumb.
No, the blue room, red room thing isn't going as planned.
No,
But
there's
that's
bullies in the blue room and whatever.
Yeah.
I don't have enough crayons to explain that to you, Lisa. Whatever.
Oh, you're funny.
I can read.
know.
I can read
know.
their. I can read their posts
I even
in an accent.
You can do whatever you want. It's a free
I
country.
can.
We don't do political correctness in these here parts.
Nope.
Nope.
You,
We speak what we
we'll
speak.
just go in the blue room and we'll poop on people. Anyway.
Moving right along. I think that's where we can find Lisa, except
Yes.
in being pooped on.
No, and also I have a page called, sorry, I'm itchy because of pollen.
Well, you're not on the camera yet, so you're
Good. I'm itchy because of pollen. The best of North Carolina
Yeah.
on Facebook.
Yep, you are. And we look forward to many more of those posts because she's gone to some cool places on that.
I used to
North
be
Carolina.
on a website called something else, but I got kicked off because I said a bad word about
you
a
did.
very not nice lady that.
You referred to that story again while we were driving.
That's
back
because
from voting.
because it popped up on my Facebook
As a reminder of a year ago.
a year ago.
Gotcha.
I called somebody a
So guys,
a bad
please,
name.
I see we got one new subscriber tonight. We can use all the new ones we got. Down below, you'll see the subscribe button, and you'll also see the thumbs up button. Please give us a thumbs up.
Yeah,
We need all the help.
there.
we can get.
I like.
We have
this.
fun. We're not going to get political here, but we are going to talk.
Although
about
we are
fun
going to
stuff.
play a silly game.
We might play we'll play a silly
It's a
game.
silly game.
So we voted once again. Lisa and I counteracted everything that.
No, we voted on one of the
all
same
right.
things.
We did actually. You voted against a tax.
I did.
I love it.
Well, that's because Alamance County doesn't know what to do with their money, so we shouldn't give them more.
Well, they are making a lot from all these businesses that have moved here.
I'm saying they don't know what to do with it in the first place. We shouldn't give them more.
Right. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Right on, right on. Oh, by the way, we have to ask Mr. Dershey a question.
We do.
Where in the world, besides Twitter and Facebook, can we find you?
In that imaginary place that you guys talk to each other.
Because you, like Lisa, am imaginary and not available on Facebook.
Yeah, you got that right. Well, Chuck, you can find me behind this microphone producing the Chuck and Lisa show on Tuesdays now at 7 o'clock. What a fantastic
Yep.
time to have a show.
It really is nice and early.
Yep, great for Lisa. And you can also find me behind the same microphone later on tonight, around 8:30,
Yes.
on the right side of politics with my brother Chuck. Lisa won't be
Yes.
there, but
So we will be talking a lot of politics.
I'll be
Yeah.
inside yelling at the television tonight,
Yeah.
probably.
if
You'll be
you
watching the returns.
on social media, if you want to find me, I'm at DERSH. That's at Dersh, Cloud Hub, USA.live, MeWe, WeGo, Parlor, and Sayscape occasionally. Except it's becoming less and less frequent because now even Chuck
Yeah.
isn't posting there.
I know. Well,
So
you
Dershey
know,
has
when
to
I
talk to
realized
himself.
it 2 weeks ago, when I realized it was just you and me, I just went, And 2 weeks ago, from 2 weeks ago to today, you know how many mentions I've got and stuff there? 14. One per
Yeah.
day.
That's
Oh my God.
That's actually a lot.
Yeah, well, so.
That's actually a lot, unfortunately.
I know.
Hey Chuck, right now under
I see that.
your face and Lisa's face,
that new
is
mark.
the sticker, your beautiful sticker. What do you want to tell people about that?
Alrighty. Well, I designed it based on a cool old 60s sticker that I always thought was just not quite bold enough. That was all over everybody's station wagon and stuff back then. So when the whole pro-American thing started, because everybody's be American, buy local, right, Lisa? I mentioned to her, I said, I really want to do it. And she said, well, let's make a bumper sticker. And she pulled up the app and she helped me put it together. And there it is, complete with my @Chuck Nellis on the bottom. It's only $5, and that's delivered. I'm not trying to make it.
They'll walk it to your house.
I'm not trying to make money on this. I want that on every car in America because I'm going to put it on my Nissan Frontier that was
made in the US.
Tennessee.
Yes.
That's right. If it's made in Tennessee, as far as I'm concerned, you're buying an American car at this point.
Yeah.
Because you've got American employees and American everybody else
American.
that do it. Yeah. So $5. It's on eBay. It's at Louise LAWEEZ.
Yeah, you don't have to do the @ on eBay.
Oh, right. LAWEEZ is my
It's
wife's
the only
selling
thing I have
name,
for
and she's
sale
selling
on there
them for me.
currently. So
Okay, good. That makes it easy.
yes.
Alrighty, so we got that covered. I guess it's showtime. Let's talk about it. Did I miss anything,
Something.
Mr. Dershey?
So,
That's not yet. Looking good.
Okay.
not yet, but there's still
Okay.
time.
You're just starting here. You'll screw something up. First of all, we do want to. I want to send out a prayer to everybody in Tennessee, around Nashville, because they got hit hard with a tornado last night that actually stayed on the ground for 10 minutes, and that's an extremely long duration for a tornado.
Right. But not in the same place.
No, it moved. But I mean,
They're up to
22.
25
Is it
now.
up to 20? It's going to be higher.
And
than
missing
that, too.
people, yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. Very sad. So we want to send thoughts and prayers out to those folks there. So pass it along to everyone for us. Next. I mean, I don't mean to minimize that.
Right, and it
because all
wasn't
we
just
could do
in
is-
Nashville,
It
in
was
case it
Nashville and surrounding.
was Colesville and
I've been Colesville.
yeah, Colesville had a lot. Hold on,
Yeah, it's real sad. I mean, and they were it was in the middle of the night. They were all asleep.
Cookville.
Cookville?
Camden. Here. So it's like from.
I know Cookville very well.
I'm going backwards, but Camden, Nashville, Cookville over toward Knoxville.
Cookville is actually the town I lost that trailer in.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it's back now.
That's a long time ago.
I know.
It was many, many moons ago. Anyway, so prayers to you guys out there. I know it's not an easy thing right now. So, also, Lisa and I are in Nashville, and Dershey has a place not too far from Nashville for the summers, don't you?
Well, I have property there.
Yeah.
We go
La-di-da.
we go to the our friend's cabin right now in the summer. There's nothing built on it, so if you want to go to my property, you're gonna have to sleep
Bring the
out
jeeper.
under the stars.
Bring the wee chat room.
Yeah, there's no power, no.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's just a big piece of property with trees on it.
Are there bears?
I doubt it.
Probably. Bring solar or generators.
It's actually it's actually in a. I'm sorry, I'm doing producer stuff
What
here
are
in the
you
background.
I can stop including you if you just want to produce for a bit here.
I'm trying to fix Lisa, and it's not working. I can't figure out
That's
why.
never going to happen.
Why
People
am I
try.
broken?
What's the matter with her? She looks great.
Yeah, another shot that's not working. Anyway, it was a development. My dad used to work for a company in Jackson, Tennessee,
Yeah.
and they developed this property. But the people who ran the company were crooks, and what they would do is they would sell the same piece of property 3-4 times,
Right.
and
I've heard of that
as soon as someone would miss their payments, they'd foreclose on them.
Right.
Yeah, so then they would pocket all the extra money.
Right.
So yeah, it was a pretty rough time for our family. My dad had
So you
to.
did end up getting the property out of the deal, though.
Well, I mean, he bought property from them, and of course they didn't sell it 4 times. Our property, they didn't sell it, multiple times because my dad worked for the company.
Right.
They only sold it twice.
Oh my.
And
That's not good.
yeah, so it was like I said, it was a pretty rough time. My dad ended up having to testify against the owners who were his really, really good friends. I mean, they were close friends.
Oh, bummer. That's the
That
worst.
stinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst thing in the world, having to testify against friends.
He was being investigated by the FBI. All that. I mean, it was bad.
He's in the witness protection program, isn't he?
It's not his real
I
name.
know.
He's even had a face change.
That's how we actually ended up in Florida.
Is it?
Well,
Witness
yeah,
protection program.
Interesting.
my dad's job obviously went away, and the
I
local
can see that.
the local community college here was just starting their computer program, and my dad worked with computers while he was with this company.
That's cool.
That was his job. And
So that's how you got into it too, huh?
Well, yeah, yes and no.
Yeah.
The interesting thing was, my dad, who is an extremely intelligent person. I mean, he went to Colgate University.
Right.
I make toothpaste there.
Yeah, yeah, no. Um,
I just make stuff up in case you know.
It is an Ivy League school, and he was a math major, and at an Ivy
So it's
League
pine
school.
flavored.
So he because he knew me, he actually didn't force me into computers.
Right.
Because at that time, if my dad said go right, I'd go left. If my dad said,
Yeah,
stay
that's
off
how
the
it goes as a
stay
kid,
off
doesn't
the
it?
tree, I'd climb to the top of it.
Yeah.
And
I know that.
And so he
I was a bit of a rebel myself.
all he said was, I just want you to take the introduction course. And I said, okay, well, I'll do that. And I took the introduction course, left the class, went to my guidance counselor, and changed my major that day
Cool.
to computer science.
Working on computers is pretty addictive, especially back in the early days. When personal computers were just becoming a thing.
You mean like when you had to put things on punch cards? That was awesome.
No, going back 60s, early 70s.
No, it wasn't. I'm sorry. I was Duke.
I was using punch cards when I was at school at FAU at 79, 80, 81. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's why I didn't take another computer class.
Actually, I'm losing track of my years. Yeah,
That's
you
why
guys are exactly
That's why
right.
I didn't take another computer class, because I kept dropping the damn punch
Because
cards.
back in the 70s, all there was those big ass buildings, punch cards.
Right.
Yeah.
We didn't have
We've
personal.
come so far.
We didn't have personal computers. We had one computer.
Yeah. Well, we had 16 terminals. You could do a terminal, but you could only work on them an hour at a time. We had
Then you had
300 people in the computer science program and 16 terminals, so it was much easier and much faster turnaround just to do it on punch cards.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah. That's amazing.
And then you drop them.
So that's cool. So, seeing we're talking about Nashville and Tennessee and the South and all, that's kind of a very natural lead into the next topic I was going to bring in. If you go to any restaurant in the South, what's the first question almost out of every waitress? Want some tea?
What the hell are you doing here? No.
No, they say, want some tea?
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't. They just assume you want it.
Well, some of them will say it. Some of them just are like, tea.
What they-
and I'm like, no.
What they say is sweet tea or regular. They don't even ask if you want it.
Not North Carolina.
No.
No, you don't get the option of unsweetened in North
You
Carolina.
have to specifically ask for that.
Yeah, you do.
Here, and I learned this when I went to Connecticut and asked for tea at Wendy's, and they gave me
a cup of tea.
They gave me hot tea.
Right, you're gonna get, depending on where you are. If you ask for tea,
I mean, now it's a little better, but
if you go to Mid Virginia and South, I'd say from there, if you say tea, people think sweet tea, except for maybe Florida, because you guys are an entity unto yourself over there. Yeah. You have a lot of snowbirds that spend every winter down there for generations.
Yeah,
the only state that ever used to grow tea in the U.S. was South Carolina.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. And they stopped, I guess.
Yeah, there was this thing called the Civil War.
Oh, I never heard of that.
Yeah.
Just kidding. All right. So anyway, sweet tea is as much of a thing in the South as like tea is or coffee is when you go out in any place like North, West, or whatever, get on out that way. And they love tea, and everybody loves tea except for me, because I'm a coffee drinker, as you might have heard. I only write it twice every day on my pages.
So you're a coffin drinker?
I'm a coffee drinker. I know that shocks you. What have you got, a gallon in your hand right now?
Let's see.
They're coming to get you.
The black helicopters are over me again.
Coming to get you.
guy's been around all day. What did I do? Can you hear me?
Chuck's gone.
They took me away.
I guess the question is, what didn't you do, Chuck? I think wouldn't that be a shorter answer or take far less
now
time?
Well, it depends if it's whether past or present. In the past, yes. In the present, I'm pretty boring for the most part. I type mostly, it seems, anymore, which I love. You guys know I love to read, write. So I do political posting most all days, every day. Drinking my Black Rifle coffee, right, Dershie?
Amen to that, brother. Got some right now.
I wanted to mention we got a brand new coffee pot. It's a nice Cuisinart. It's got the brass. It's got the copper / rose gold face on it. The Keurig had its better days. It was roached out, you might say.
Yeah.
So we had to get a new coffee pot, and we came across this gorgeous Cuisinart.
Yeah, it's copper, which is similar to rose gold.
Yeah, it looks like it to me. It's really close in color. So anyway, it's got the single cup, and then it's got the full pot. And I hadn't had a full pot. This was my first full pot of Black Rifle coffee instead of the single serves, Dersh. When you make a whole pot of that, it gets even richer than it is already. It's like having a meal unto itself.
Well,
it's gorgeous.
Keurig's really not the best way, as we all know, to make coffee.
Right.
But
it's the fastest way.
Right. It's one of the faster ways, yeah.
I mean, when you compare even the pot versus the single cup is weaker or less full body.
What I'm saying, though, you're still making it in the Keurig.
Absolutely.
Even if you're using the individual filter.
Right. I mean, even if it's a Cuisinart, it's still a K-cup theory.
Well, I don't have that problem.
Do you make pots or do you make K-cups?
Both.
Okay. Do you
mostly K-cups.
But I think the pots make a richer cup because you get a little bit more grinds at the bottom or something.
More dirt.
Gorgeous though. So I keep not trying to see these returns that keep popping up on my phone as we're talking here. So if you guys want the best coffee in the world, we don't get paid by Black Rifle, but on each one of our shows
we should.
I know. Lisa got this awesome Christmas coffee. It's really fruity.
I'll have to look it up.
It's hard to say. I mean, it's almost got a fruity taste to it. That's just gorgeous. It's like it's a riper bean or something like that.
No,
I'm not sure.
Hold on.
But it's really good. But we promote them because they make great coffee, but they're also veterans who make the coffee. So we want the best coffee ever. Yeah, definitely.
Touching me.
I like to.
Hershey, Chuck's touching my foot. Make him stop.
How many people in the world have tried to stop me from doing many things, Dersh?
How many people's feet have you been touching?
Well,
just yours.
A lot have tried. Few have succeeded, Chuck. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. That's because I'm usually always right. I'm kidding. It's funny.
You lean right.
I do. I naturally list to the right. You know, we had my medical checks this past week.
Checks.
Well, we had an X-ray and what else do we have?
Physical.
A physical. And we found out that I'm broken.
Yep. Although she said your mind mostly worked.
Yeah, my mind works very well. But
she didn't say it worked well. She said it worked.
You're so mean. Shut up, Lisa.
Shut up. You shut up.
Yes, Dersh. I know you're dying to say something there. See, Scout said it for you.
Chiefy.
Oh, Chief. I'm sorry, Chief. Scout is Judy's dog. I forgot.
They're a little far apart.
That's Judy.
I was just going to say, most posts I see on social media from liberals say that you're definitely screwed up. Yes,
they don't like me a lot, do they?
They don't. And the only person that I know of that has been able to successfully silence you is Jack.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
And you know, if he were to actually be ousted as the CEO of Twitter, I might actually go back, man.
Well, you know what?
Would you do that?
one of the reasons the shareholders don't like him right now. He said something about wanting to go on a trip around the world for like 3 to 6 months. And they're like, oh, okay.
Bye.
I know, right?
God, I'd love if he went away. He really screwed up Twitter. We used to have such fun.
I like to call him Jack Hole.
Jack Hole. Jack Hole.
Yep.
All right. So let's see. Oh, well, the next thing I wanted to talk about, honey, you made this.
Stop calling Dershie honey.
Oh, you honey. He's sweetheart.
Okay.
You got it right.
All right.
Come on, darling.
The next thing I wanted to talk about, Lisa made this amazing dinner the other night. It was really simple.
Okay. Do you remember that show, Mr. Food?
What? Go ahead.
Remember?
No. Yes.
Remember the guy? It's
I guess
Mr.
so.
Food, and it was like in between. I don't even know. Like, I think they would show him on. Like the 7 o'clock news or whatever.
Yeah.
Food, and you'd be like, no great or whatever.
We do some of those.
No, we don't.
Well, here.
Sort of from Mr. Food, but I
is it?
changed it because I don't like using the microwave.
Okay.
It's,
Tell people how to make this amazing American chow mein.
all right. Well, this is so basic.
And it is American style chow mein.
American
It's
chow,
delicious.
American chicken chow mein.
Yeah.
And you know when you go to the store, to the Chinese restaurant, and you order chow mein, they go, no noodles in that.
Right. You want noodles?
No, that's lo mein. We
Yeah,
know
that's
this.
lo mein,
We want
yeah.
chow mein. Well, we don't. You do.
Right.
But so I looked up to see if there's an easier way to remember the cans of
Yeah.
La Choy.
La Choy. I think everybody has.
And there was like the little can on the top and the big can on the
Sauce
bottom,
on
and then
the-
you mixed it
Yep.
together.
Yeah.
So it kind of tastes like that, but
Yeah, it is kind of like that, but it's really simple.
yeah,
And it's really
easy
expensive.
and yeah. So it's kind of, I don't really do recipes, but I made this. I kind of took their recipe and I changed it.
Okay.
So
Tell people what to say.
What to say?
Tell people what the
shut
ingredients.
up. That's what. they
How
should
much
say.
and what ingredients,
So
ma'am?
you need a big can of canned chicken, or you can use leftover chicken.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, leftover
You need
chicken's
about-
great too.
A cup of chicken.
Okay.
This says 10-ounce can of chunk chicken drained.
All right, well, there
carefully,
you go.
but
That's
whatever.
about a cup.
Just use around a cup of
Yeah.
chicken. You need and cook it. Make sure it's cooked.
You know, you have to tell
I
people
know.
these things.
All right, then you need 1 onion.
Yep.
I use Vidalia onions just because.
Oh, they're so sweet.
You need
Delicious.
about 3 pieces or 4 pieces of celery.
Yep.
It calls for fresh mushrooms. You can use fresh
Or
or
canned.
a can of mushrooms. If you're
Sometimes
if you're
canned
going-
actually has a neater
if
texture
you're
for
going
different foods.
Yeah, if you're going for this American chow mein thing, you might as well use the
Yeah.
canned
Use the
mushrooms.
cans. It's an American thing.
You need a jar of chicken gravy.
Yep.
You need a can of Chinese vegetables or bean sprouts or whatever you want to. You can put water chestnuts in there too
Right.
if you want to, but they're a little bit expensive.
Yeah.
It calls for chopped pimentos. Really,
I don't think
that's
you need the
more for
pimento.
like color.
Yeah.
You
Aesthetics.
can use them or not use them, whatever.
Yeah.
I
We don't
accidentally
use them.
I accidentally bought a jar of pickled red peppers one time
Yeah.
and used those instead. But
Yeah, those are good.
and some soy sauce, which everybody should have some soy sauce in the refrigerator.
Oh my
anyway.
goodness. Yeah.
And if you don't, look in your cabinet or your drawers. You probably
Yeah.
have
You
some.
probably have enough
Use one of
packets
those
to make it all by
Use
itself.
like 2 of those packets.
Oh, there's a good
right?
idea. Use
Yeah.
2
Yeah.
packets because everybody's got those left over
Oh, and you
somewhere.
need some butter.
Butter. You gotta have butter.
So you have to. So you
not
take a
margarine.
big. Well, if you want to use
I know, but
margarine, use it.
margarine's
But
gross.
I don't use it because it's gross. When we were a little kid, my mom used to buy Country Crock all the time, and we called it Country Crotch. So just take some butter, like 2 spoonfuls of butter, throw it in the skillet, heat it up, chop up the onion, chop up the celery, saute them until they're kind of soft a little bit.
Yep.
And then basically
Pour in the gravy.
put in the gravy, put in everything else, and heat it up. That's
then
really
you're
all
done.
you do. That's really all you do.
Right. Oh, and rice.
Well, you have to make the rice
Right.
separately.
Make rice, or you
buy
can even
rice,
use noodles
or
if you want. But
oh, and if you like those stupid little dried up chow mein noodles on the top,
Yeah.
we don't because they're gross.
yeah, well, they're just dog treats.
But, yeah,
That's all they are.
but
guys.
it's really easy and my computer's.
What are you doing?
I don't know. It's fate. There we go.
Oh, you gotta touch this.
So this is about 4 servings.
Yeah.
Depending on how much rice you make and how much you put on top.
Yeah.
But it's really easy and it tastes just like the stuff that that la choy. But it's good. And I mean, you could probably make it. You could put shrimp in there if you wanted to. I know I hit my computer. Sorry.
It's all right. There you go.
You could put.
Too far. Yes.
If you like broccoli, which Chuck doesn't like, you could put broccoli in there. It's just it's really easy, and kids.
Yeah, it's
like
delicious.
Kids like it too.
Well, that's the thing that I was thinking of, especially if you've got kids or grandkids that
You
really
can
don't
leave
like to eat
You
vegetables
can
or
leave the
anything.
onions out if you have kids that
Yeah.
don't like onions.
No, you can modify anything. I mean, you
It's
can
really,
put beef
really-
in there in place of the chicken.
Yeah,
Well, and if you do
did
that, replace the beef gravy
yeah,
too.
I would. Yeah, I would. Not, and
So I
then,
mean, you could go with the beef
then you could
one,
almost do like a beef and broccoli with that.
Right. Yeah, there's so many alternate ways
It's
you
really
can go with that.
easy,
It's
and
really
yes,
simple.
no, I'm not claiming it to be Chinese food, but
It's American Chinese. It's
Yeah.
just, it's good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
If-
Even my son liked it. So.
Finding good, easy, simple foods for families,
really
and
easy.
even on your own, it's
And this
hard
is
to
all
do.
cooked in a pan on the stove. If you really don't want to do that, go online, look up Mr. Food, look up
It has a
American,
microwave way.
look up American chow mein, and it will tell you how to make it in the microwave.
That's fine.
But that's just kind of lazy.
yeah, that's not.
But if you
I
only
mean,
have a microwave, then you could make
Well,
it that
yeah.
way.
I mean, microwaves are cool.
Me,
We
cast
just-
iron skillet. Thank you
Oh,
very
you are a
much.
cast iron skillet girl for sure.
Plus,
for
you can
sure.
hit people with them.
Alrighty, let's see, Mrs. Nebulous. Do you want to talk about NASCAR next? Oh, let's do NASCAR, then we'll do your game. And
Okay.
see what we can do with that.
Okay. You're trying to run out of time, aren't you?
Well, we've only got 25 minutes left already. It's really hard to judge the time on the show because we talk so much and we got so many
Shut up.
topics we could cover. You know what I mean?
All right, and I guess I gotta look up a recipe for next week, right?
Well, yeah, you don't have to do that now, though.
No, I don't mean that now. Shush. People can tell Chuck to what they want me to cook.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys have a suggestion of something you
Tell
want
him
Lisa to
online.
cook,
He's all over the world
and yeah, and I like it. I'm not going to complain at all. 'Cause I get to eat
because you get to eat it.
it. I get to eat it all.
Except for when there's lunch at work, and then that's
Bartles and I can't believe
I
I'm saying
know,
the
right?
name
Isn't that
Bartles and
funny?
James again.
Isn't that funny?
Those guys have been dead for 30 years.
1984.
Dead a long time. I remember one of them died while they were still making the stuff.
I don't. They weren't actually making it.
I know they were the new spokesman.
But anyway.
Anyway, so we had NASCAR last week. It was at California, Fontana, so it was a big deal.
Which is not near Los Angeles, just even though they say it is.
Right, it's an hour and a half away.
Right.
It was kind of it was Jimmy Johnson's home turf, so it was a big deal for NASCAR, and they even had a 5-car wide salute with him in the front of it for the race.
That was so
Somebody
cool.
A depiction of the whole series from 2004 to 2010.
It really is true. He just absolutely dominated.
That was the whole
That was Jimmy Johnson.
6 years.
Yeah, that was Jimmy.
And his wife and his little girls were the grand marshals.
It was very cool. The wife wagged the flag, and the kids were up in the booth, up on the flag stand with her.
It was very cool.
They were waving at Daddy as he passed by, which was
sounded
really
like
neat.
even Jeff Gordon got choked up a little bit.
Yeah, he looked a little bit verklempt. It was adorable. So that was just the pre-race, and the girl who sang the national anthem, tiny little Asian girl, she was adorable.
Yeah, she was. She was
very talented. Oh my God.
like 8 years old.
Gung ho as can be. Really good. Really good.
She'll sing her on Broadway someday.
Yeah. Oh, I have little doubt. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, it's
Yes.
March.
Yes.
Just a side item.
Yes.
It's March, and the Broadway theater that they're building in Greensboro that we have the first year season tickets
Oh,
to. It's almost open, and we're gonna go see Jay Leno.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's
yeah.
6 shows.
When is that? That's soon.
Jay Leno is in 19 days.
Nice.
Yep. So
Well,
that'll
but-
be fun. we also get tickets to 6 Broadway shows this year and next year.
I love Broadway shows.
Which
That's
probably
gonna be a
about
really good
three.
time.
Probably about 3 you'll like, and 3 I'll take somebody else.
Right. So let's see. In NASCAR, we still have the same leaders.
Plenty still on top.
I don't know. That's just blows my mind. It really does. He did. That was 2 weeks ago, but that I agree though. Bowman. Bowman won this week. He was strong, but again, Blaney, tire blows up with 3 laps to go, and he drops from second down to 19th. That's where he finished. But man, it's just Blaney is just he unloads with one of the fastest cars every week, and man, it just something happens every single week. I sure do. It's amazing. The Pistons.
Say he knows whose engine it was, but he won't say because he's a nice person.
So it's a bolt that came off somebody's tire.
No, not a lug nut. Like a bolt. Like a big bolt.
Like a big thing.
I'll find the picture of it and I'll tell you, I'll show it to you.
Okay.
But anyway, it wasn't engine failure on their part. It was a third party incident.
Gotcha.
What about the one lug nut thing?
Oh yeah. Let's talk about the new car for a second. There's a neat video that Joey Logano just did of the new car that's going to really look a lot like a real sports car. I mean, it doesn't look like this big clunky sedan they turned into a NASCAR anymore. It's no longer going to have 5 lug nuts, which will eliminate a lot of problems. It's going to have a single bolt in the middle, just like Indy. Or just like a lot of series, but it's going to make pit stops instead of being 12 seconds. They're going to be 8 seconds or 9 seconds. Huh? No? Well, yeah, they can use the same guns. They just have
as Indy, I mean.
Yeah, they just have to have a big lug on it now. It'll probably be the same
big lug.
Yeah, big lug. They're going to go up to 19-inch tires, which will look really cool in the wheel wells instead of those old 14s they've been using. I think they're 14s. It may not even be that.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I have a lug nut.
You do have a lug nut.
Oh, you know what? This is it's not a jack screw bolt. There's a picture of the bolt. Here, I'll take a picture of it with my phone and I'll show it to you.
Okay.
Since I can't turn my computer around.
No, don't do that. That would mess us up. So, it was a good race. They had almost 5 million viewers on Fox.
5 billion?
Cool. 5 million. Now 5 million. That's like
everybody in China was watching the race because they can't go outside. Yeah. That's a big old bolt.
That's a big old bolt. That sucks.
Yeah.
So, how is your friend Bob?
I don't know him. No,
I'd
he
like
just
to meet
talks
him.
to everybody.
I'd like to meet him in person.
Yeah, he seems
just
like
find out when he's going to be up
Seems
there,
like a
and
very
we'll go
nice
meet
man.
him. Yeah, that'll be fun. All right, that's cool. So it was a good race. Who won? I keep forgetting. 88 car. It's not Junior. It's I can't remember the kids. He's one
Bowman.
of the now, but he's
Bowman. Bowman.
oh man, it's Bowman. Hey man. Yeah.
Said that again.
Isn't that about right?
With his little porn star mustache and
Yeah.
porn star hair.
Yeah, exactly. Hey man. So he's a cool. I mean, because that's the difference. Like some of them are wild and crazy, and some of them are really cool.
Well, then
He's more like a David Ray.
You heard what,
It's just all business all the time.
who? Bowman?
Oh,
And you know, whereas Blaney's more like a Tim Richmond. Or did you already say that?
he is definitely a Tim Richmond.
Even though I wasn't watching NASCAR then.
Let's just say it's not real racing. That's all I have to say. It's just not real
Speaking
racing.
of tracks the Dershey hates, they're talking about trying to get North Wilkesboro with that.
Oh my gosh, that would be
Freaking
freaking
awesome.
awesome. What is that, an hour from here? Maybe?
An hour and a half.
Isn't that far?
Something like that. It's half the way from here to Boone.
That's an hour.
Hour and a
It's
half.
2 hours.
It's past Winston-Salem now. So it's
Well, that's an hour and 15.
okay. It's
Okay,
an
so
hour.
it's an hour and a half.
It's an hour and 22 minutes, Chuck.
There you go. Thank you, Siri.
Dork. Dork. Maybe you should have run for North Carolina treasurer.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
a dork.
Do you know how many people this week have said, Chuck, you need to run for office? Every election, I get the
I
same
think
thing.
they said, Chuck, you need to run away.
No.
And you just didn't hear the
Well,
away
they
part.
keep saying for office. I know you disagree with me, but they do.
Yeah.
I
Good luck
won't
with
be.
that.
No.
Good luck with that.
Well, getting around and doing all that walking and
Like,
standing
here,
on the
honey.
freaking Senate
Here, honey,
floor.
I'll put up your
Drive me
campaign
crazy.
signs for you.
Yeah, you throw them all
Go
in
to
the
the
trash.
dumpster.
Hershey, is that nice?
Yes. No. I'm staying
It's
neutral.
against the law.
I'm staying neutral. Yes. No.
Campaign signs in North Carolina. Did you know that?
It's against a lot of places. It should be,
Yeah. It's against the law to deface campaign signs.
or
So don't deface my camera.
or steal them.
You're not going to have any.
Because you'll throw them away as soon as I get them.
I'm not going to print something else on there. Put it up instead.